Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there. Gather, 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 gather. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Tales. Avengers: The Gatherers Saga, Part 3.
Yeah.
I am Phil, and joining me, as always, is gathering away. It is.
Gathering like it's going out of style, just in the owl.
That's right, kids. Gatherers Saga Part 3, this time from Avengers 360 through 363. Not one, but two foil covers.
Yes.
Two
of them.
Yes. If you look at the scan on Marvel Unlimited, you can tell they scanned one. It had been read before.
Yeah.
Little creases on the spine. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Even Marvel themselves did not have a pristine cover.
Yeah. I've still got mine, though.
I've got mine. I mean, I think they might have the little things like that, but man, that's the hunt. I don't know if you'd ever be able to find it, but if you could find like 60 and 63 in perfect condition, just take them and have them slabbed.
Oh yeah, slab them.
No, I mean,
slab the foil covers.
Yeah, if you could find them with, I saw people online were doing it. Yeah, if you can find one without any the little the wear and tear on the spine and stuff. Yeah. If you can get one that you can't see anything, slab them. It's probably worth a lot.
Well, I thought with that you'd have to cut up the covers and stuff, right?
What, to slab them?
When you slab the book?
No, but you can't. You can't read it. But I mean, I don't know. I think they just slide the whole issue in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You just can't.
I guess I've had some misunderstanding about how the process works of the slabbing, but
yeah, you just can't. You can't read it because it's completely encased. But yeah,
right.
I don't think they just slide the whole thing in there.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, that would be my advice. Yeah, if anyone can find 60 or 63, But again, you'd have to find a copy that literally probably no one has ever read even once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And for this being over 30 years old now.
Yeah, and then you have to find someone who stored it correctly. And yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And that's even like covers that are just like, if they're just like all or mostly black, like sometimes if it's been open too much, you can tell like the.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like mine, you can tell has been read a lot. Yeah. There's
mine too.
A bit of reader wear on it. Yeah. Plus, I really loved this. I mean, I loved this story. So I read these issues a lot. And the ones in between the two foil covers, I read a lot. Those are some of the covers are really in rough shape on my copies of those. They're all scuffed up and the edges are all bent up and ripped and stuff.
Yeah, some of my early 90s stuff, it kind of, you can tell it's been read because
yeah.
I stored them flat, but like some of them, they were just like sitting in the closet,
just piled up. Yeah,
not even bagged and board. But yeah,
same with me. But I do have the foil ones bagged and boarded. I made sure to take care of those.
Yes, nice.
Yeah, these are nice.
All right, so should we get into these?
Yes, the epic story continues.
So, all right. So remember where we left off last time? Sersi killed an MF or something.
Yep. She was an Avenger. She avenged the death of that poor girl that was sacrificed by those religious dickheads.
But so when things happen, she can't claim. I don't kill.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Which is funny when we get even like next episode, we get certain things. It's like, well, yeah, she's innocent of some things. Well, the guy was a complete, from last time, it was a complete psycho, and but still, you have
things start escalating pretty quickly here. Yeah,
let's say no Avengers never killed nobody in the early 90s.
about that. Yeah.
All right, let's get to it. Our first foil cover, Avengers 360.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alternate vision. I don't know. I mean, that looks good too, but do you think that, and again, they wanted to make it like the medals and stuff, but it's like, I don't know, maybe they should have did it like that Fantastic Four cover, where Johnny Storm was in the white,
Yeah, for the Vision, because of the color, right? Or they should have saved this for the silver one, right?
But I guess the 30th anniversary is foil embossed,
yeah. For the Avengers, anyway.
Exactly. All right, so Avengers 360 from March 1993. Alternate Visions. Yep, there it is on the cover.
There it is.
Writer Bob Harris, penciler Steve Epting, inker Tom Palmer. Oh, inker and colors Tom Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
Letterer Bill Oakley and editor Ralph Macchio. Vision awakens as a prisoner of the Gatherers, having been lured into a trap on Long Island and been incapacitated by Tabla, who is disguised as the wife of Alex Lipton. Oh, remember that from 340?
Yes.
So see, kids, even a synthezoid is not immune to the lure of
superior puss.
Yeah.
It's like, he's just like, I can't act irrationally.
As a matter of fact, it is a possibility.
Proctor teleports the alternate. Boy, they kind of skip over, because our vision and the Gatherer's vision from an alternate reality get mind swapped, and then Proctor teleports the alternate vision to Manhattan with the orders to kill the swordsman before he remembers his past. At the 16th precinct, the police uncover that one of the fibers found at the scene of the Dock murder was part of a suit that could be adapted to unstable molecules, leading them to believe the killer was a superhero. I'm trying to remember. I guess do only superheroes have unstable molecules? Do no villains have unstable molecules?
I don't know. That was a weird assumption to come to, but by the
Reed has the patent. Yeah, Reed has the patent, but I'm just like,
why don't you just assume that it was a super-powered being?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sure Doom could whip up his own.
Oh, absolutely. Or the Wizard or somebody like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or the Mad Thinker.
I was about to say the Mad Thinker.
Yeah. There's at least half a dozen people that could do that. That's crazy.
Dane Whitman journeys to Wakanda and finds Sersi, who has secluded herself since murdering Ansgar. She secluded herself.
Well, that's one word for it, I guess. Right?
She secluded herself to recreate a Sports Illustrated swimsuit photo shoot in front of that
water. Yes.
I desire solitude in the in a secluded place to arch my back in funny positions.
With this bandana.
Exactly. They set off in the Quinjet back home when Sersi is overcome by something. At the Avengers Mansion, Crystal and Hercules, while discussing Sersi's recent actions, a fight breaks out between Karya and Lockjaw. The little dinosaur. I don't know if we ever see that thing after that. So it's
I don't
remember
what happens to the dinosaur. Yeah, they kind of forget about it, right?
Yeah, I don't know if we ever saw. I mean, we're going to skip some here, but I don't know if they ever said what happened.
Yeah, I'm going to look into that because now I'm curious.
After that, the Quinjet crashes nearby, crashes into the damn mansion as the Black
nearby. What are they talking about?
As the Black Knight ejected in time, but an enraged Sersi also appears. She attacks the Avengers, who try to unsuccessfully reason with her as the swordsman arrives on the scene. Suddenly, the alternative vision appears through the floor and solidifies his hand inside Sersi's head while delivering a message to her from Proctor. While Vision refuses to let go and the Black Knight prepares to strike, Black Widow manages to defuse the situation and Captain America appears, saying that he has been away too long.
Yep. It's about to continue.
I hear you guys have been murdering all over the place still, so I'm back.
You guys been killing people again?
Oh, just another power mad tyrant, Cap.
Yeah, no big deal.
All right, so yeah, what did you think of this?
I love this one. This is another one where it's like, well, that escalated quickly. Because the stuff with Sersi, like had been a little bit of a lead up to it, right? In the previous issues with some of the stuff that had happened, especially the retribution against Ansgar in the climax of the previous issue. But then all of a sudden she just kind of freaks out in the middle when she's flying with Dane, with the Black Knight and the Quinjet. She all of a sudden says, "Sweet Zurus, not now, not now." And just all of a sudden we've got kind of like, I remember when I was first reading this in 93, I thought, oh wow, this is kind of like the Avengers' own version of the Dark Phoenix saga.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like with the most powerful member of the group just suddenly loses it and goes off the deep end, and they all have to try to stop her. Which, as we see in this issue, like, it's not easy. Like, she is definitely the most powerful member of this team. She lays everybody out, and it's only because the Vision comes in and does this nasty surprise attack on her. She wasn't expecting him to solidify his hand through her face.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I feel like a normal human that would have killed them, even partially solidified. Like, I think Sersi and maybe Hercules might have been the only two who could take that his phased hand through their head.
Absolutely. So it's only by the measure of that savage attack that she was defeated. Mm-hmm. What would have happened if the Vision hadn't showed up then? Yeah, it would have been crazy. So, yeah, I loved this. I thought it was great. I didn't know what was going on. I thought, what the hell's happening to Sersi? Like, I knew it was connected with Proctor somehow, but I didn't know what the actual connection was. And then also in this issue, I'm very happy Crystal gets a new costume.
Yes.
Finally, after all those years of wearing that same yellow jumpsuit with the blue boots and gloves, she finally gets a new costume. And I think this is my favorite costume on her. I really like it.
It is good, that black and white one, yeah.
It's simple, it's stylish, it's simplistic. It's still, it doesn't look too like 90s or dated, like you could have that in any time period and it would look good. Whereas the red and black Sersi costume, like that, it does have a kind of 90s vibe to it, like in comparison. Like you look at that and that's like, oh yeah, that's 1993, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. But the Crystal costume, I think, is a little bit more universal. Like that one could be in any decade, really.
And speaking of new looks, Vision gets a new look.
Vision gets a new look. I was happy about that too. Mm-hmm. I felt like it was high time for that to take place. We had when was that Vision Quest John Byrne story in Avengers West Coast was like 89, 88?
So it might have been before that. Here, let me look this up. But yeah, I mean, it had been a few years. Yeah.
It had been a few years, and at first I liked it, but then I was reminded reading these issues too of my complaint with that look was that in the beginning, the Vision's body had kind of like, it was white, but it had kind of like that yellowish hue to it, right? And then he bleached out his costume and put that on, and the costume was also white, but had a different tone to it. It was almost like an off-white, like it had like kind of this soft white, bluish tone to it.
Oh, okay. I thought this was earlier, but you were right. West Coast Avengers 42, which I believe is the first part of Vision Quest, cover date in March 1989.
89, okay. Yeah, so it had been a few, like 4 years, right? Yeah, so it was I felt like it was time.
I mean, it was interesting at first, but yeah, the look wasn't that like visually striking. It's not like
yeah. When they had the two tones, when there was like the soft blue tone to the costume and the yellowish white tone to the body, like it was okay. But when they had the whole body and the costume that same yellowish tone, it just kind of looked muted and bland after a while, and it didn't look visually striking. And it was just like, okay, let's switch this up now.
I mean, I get it. I mean, I guess they wanted to make him look more like a ghost, but I'm just like, this ain't no long-term look.
Yeah. That ran its course. So this was a very welcome change.
Yeah, I can't remember if it's this issue or one of the other ones. I read them all together, but he says something like, when he gets transferred into that body, he's like, "Oh, this is like my third body now." I'm like, "What is it?" I'm like, "Wait a minute."
I lost count too by this point, to be honest.
I thought when he turned white, it's like it was still the same body, but it's just like, oh, his old skin got like kind of traumatized when it got taken apart, and like everything, programming and all the physical stuff was just like Hank Pym's best attempt to put him back together.
Yeah.
Unless he meant being the Human Torch, but I thought that was still the original body.
Right, yeah, I know.
Until John Byrne made that note.
It's gotten so muddled over the years that
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's canon anymore for the Vision. They've probably changed it a few times in the decades since this.
I was about to say something, but I guess Sersi can probably molecularly change her the size and shape of her outfits. I'm like, that thing usually has like pants, right?
Maybe those are unstable molecules too.
Well, again, so I think Sersi can affect the ones that even aren't unstable.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, I know. 93, that thing was making me unstable. Yeah,
super unstable, right? Yeah.
And again, I think the Black Knight's costume is still evolving because now that like shirt is now a tank top.
Yes.
Underneath that jacket. So
yeah, I was happy that we saw some skin from the swordsman in these issues. That made me happy. Yeah.
Oh, there's one issue here, man. We see a lot of skin from a lot of people.
Yep. It's a good time.
But yeah, that fighting in like the hangar bay or whatever between Archon's dinosaur and Lockjaw.
Yeah, I know. That was funny.
Black Widow rided that dinosaur.
How random is that? Old Lockjaw picking a fight with the dinosaur. Yeah, they forgot all about that dinosaur from Archon. Like, it's like, oops.
So yeah, I
guess the Avengers have a dinosaur now.
Lots of good setup here, and then again, the thing that they even mentioned, at the end we kind of get that little backup story, but it's basically just like Avengers.
It's a profile.
America and Black Widow going over profiles like Black Knight, Sersi, Crystal, Cool Tiger, Swordsman, Magdalene, Sloth, Cassandra. Cool Tiger's been getting a lot of play for a guy who showed up for one issue and got.
I know, right? They talk about him a lot. Yeah.
I almost feel like they're like. I almost feel like the writer was like, or is either Bob Harris or one of them was just like, "Damn, I wish we could have used Cool Tiger more."
Yeah, we're gonna do more with that. There's also a glorious 2-page pinup spread by Ron Frenz.
Oh yeah.
That shows. Actually, this is the first glimpse of Hercules' new costume before it even shows up in the main series.
Yeah, and again
with the purple and gold stuff going on.
And I don't know if this was like our not so subtle hint that Vision look was here to stay.
Yeah, the new team. There it is.
Heck yeah,
love it.
Oh yeah,
jackets galore. Just about everybody's good. Wouldn't it have been hilarious if Captain America had a jacket over that costume?
Oh, the new Avengers Assemble series, I believe we do get some of him in a jacket. So. Oh
really? He's rocking the jacket?
Yep.
Oh my god, I love it.
He's rocking the jacket. Yep.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, so ready for the next one?
Yes.
All right. This ain't nothing, kids. So, Avengers 361.
Prophecies of Doom.
No, not him.
The other kind.
Exactly. Man, they kind of like him. I mean, he did make his appearances, but man, they really weren't milking Doom in the 90s a lot.
Yeah. Yeah,
especially that point when they made him and Reed seem like they died. I was like, what?
Yeah. It was a while before they came back. I was impressed with that.
Oh yeah. They disappeared in 381, and they didn't show up again until 407 or something. Yeah.
That was impressive.
Almost 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everyone thought, oh, by 400 they'll be back, and it's like, no.
Nope. Guess again.
All right, so Avengers 361, April 1993, Family Responsibility. Same team. Icarus of the Eternals pays a visit to the Avengers and demands to have Sersi brought to him. The Avengers, irritated by his condescending tone, refuse, but Sersi invites them all into the mansion before a battle erupts. Icarus explains that Sersi is going mad because of her participation in the Brethren Unimind. Remember the collection obsession, kids? I know Ray does. we may have to we might have to get to that someday, but if you can't wait, we did cover that on the Quantum Zone issue by issue, so check out the playlist on YouTube. Yes. Every issue with feedback from Ray, so
yes, Quasar was in that.
Sersi refuses to be taken back to Olympia and cleansed. Icarus prematurely bonds Sersi and Black Knight together as the Black Knight reluctantly takes the role of Sersi's Gon Jocelyn, or soulmate. Despite becoming Sersi's soulmate, the Black Knight makes a serious advance on Crystal. Ooh, you dog.
Oh my.
She can read your mind and you still cheating on her.
Yeah. Yeesh. He's not a smart man sometimes.
Oh, jeez, man.
Yeah.
That's, those Inhumans, man. Gee, yeah.
Yeah.
Sersi, Sersi too, but man, Crystal driving all the boys crazy.
Superior.
Yeah. Quicksilver, the Black Knight, Johnny Storm, like the list goes on. Man.
I know. That should be. They should work that in like part of the story where it's like, yeah, like I don't know, she emits like some kind of pheromones or something.
No, she doesn't need it.
No,
she's just that good.
All right, so
yeah, I love Crystal. She's one of my favorite.
Oh yeah,
Marvel superheroes. I loved it when she was in the Fantastic Four. I loved it when she was in the Avengers. I loved it when she was in the Inhuman stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, depending on who's writing her, she's just an absolutely fantastic character all around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it said just Icarus, but yes, we get a few Eternals showing up to
Sprite and who's the other dude? I forget. Apex or
I can't.
Eric. I think it's Apex or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because they arrive. Icarus is pretty much he only announces his own name.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the first time that they introduced the concept of the Mad Weary, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Or was that mentioned in previous Eternal stuff?
I don't think so. I'm trying to remember if they might have said something about like warnings about Uniminds and stuff, but I don't think they ever like name checked it or anything.
Oh, okay.
As far as I can remember, but I could be wrong. And then fake Vision just sitting there with his little feet up on the console and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Love that.
Sending a message to Proctor.
Yeah.
If I have to say the word
me about it.
If I have to say the word logical one more time, I'm going to shoot myself. Which this Vision, the Gatherers Vision, man, was giving me creepy vibes. I know, like the first time I read this, I was just right when they're about to switch bodies. He's telling Vision, he's like, "Oh, enjoy that body; it served me well." I'm just like, okay, so is he? This guy saying he's a murderer, or is this guy like a rapist or something, or you
both?
know? Yeah, probably both. But I'm just because I was like, damn, that's dark, especially for like a synthezoid, like an artificial.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe, I don't know, in his reality, maybe he got a little more of the Ultron in him, or
Yeah.
Something, yeah. Or he has someone else's brain patterns other than Simon.
Mm-hmm. Right. Maybe there was a different character that was involved.
Maybe it was Eric Williams.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that would change things dramatically. Yeah.
Because he even says, speaking of which, this team's got some seriously attractive women, especially Crystal. So, again, driving evil synthezoid crazy, too.
Yep. Superior puss.
Oh, my.
Superior puss!
The Eternal told me, get out of the room, and he's basically...
Get out of here.
Ready to fight.
Yeah.
But I love you. But But the Avengers run in and he's like, "Oh, Black Widow, this intruder attacked me in a most illogical manner."
Yeah. Oh, remember your lines, Vision.
No.
Then they spin the tale of the Mad Weary. I thought that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that made sense, that these immortal beings would suffer from some type of memory overload and it was referenced in the movie, and I really liked how it was depicted in that movie, the Eternals movie, with Angelina Jolie's Thena suffering from it.
Oh yeah,
I really liked that. I thought that was a cool concept. How these beings had been around for thousands of years and seen so much stuff, countless days worth of stuff, and you'd think that that would have to take a toll on even a non-human mind.
Yeah, because they're basically like, oh yeah, the Celestials basically just evolved like a part of humanity, but it's like, yeah, we're like indestructible and like basically immortal, but it's like, yeah, how long can the mind, be immortal?
Right.
And I guess
that makes sense to me.
Every time they do a Unimind, that's supposed to cleanse it and stuff, and they're not supposed to do Uniminds with people other than Eternals and stuff.
Yeah, it messes up
Oh, the other Eternals is Arex, which I think it's
Arex.
This is his first appearance.
Oh, is it? Oh, neat. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So, yes, they must have come up with a new Eternal, for this.
All right. The thing that I thought was weird, though, was, and this is kind of stupid, right? They're like, so how can we help Sersi? Oh, there's no help for her. We've got to take her out and destroy her, disintegrate her.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what the hell do you think is going to happen when you go to the Avengers and say, we're going to take one of your members away and kill them? What do you think's going to happen? Like, even
I think they were just going for the ego of like Icarus, where it's like, oh, we're Eternals, we know best, and
you don't argue with us. I guess.
And again, I think they were oh, I guess we lost a bunch of Eternals. There's not even enough left to like form a complete Unimind to like help her or anything.
I don't know. It just seems like they could have developed some alternative treatment, like they did in the movie. Like Thena was she exiled herself to some far off place with the Gilgamesh watching over her. Like something like that, rather than just, we're going to take her away and disintegrate her. Like, that's so stupid to me. It automatically escalates the situation by 1,000 degrees when you come up with a solution like that, a quote unquote solution like that.
Yeah, I think Icarus is like, oh, she's too far gone. We need to stop her before she takes a good chunk of her planet with her.
Yeah,
that escalated quickly.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yes, and it's not. I mean, they get a fancy way of spelling Mad Weary. I'm just like, okay, why don't we just do BCHCRZ? Fish crazy. So yeah, I mean, a lot of this is basically just them talking about Sersi and talking about Uniminds and remember the collection obsession.
Yeah.
But I remember Icarus wearing a cape a lot. I'm like, he came in extra fancy in this issue.
Yeah. I don't remember him ever wearing a cape besides this story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kind of weird, right?
And it's so weird because it's always like either Captain America or Black Widow is supposed to be in charge, but I swear, in most of these issues, it always seems like it's Black Knight in front of the pack, like saying like, oh no, we're not going to do what you want, the Eternals. And
yeah. And there's a reference in one of these issues to Black Widow being the leader of the team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, even if she weren't there, I don't think you're second date. I think Captain America.
Yeah.
Pure 90s poses as Black Widow puts her butt to
yes. Yeah, there it is.
Really?
the jacket stops just above the butt.
Oh, yeah. Although, I don't know. I mean, it looks like in that panel, it looks like this the same with Black Knight, too. So,
no, that's true. They're all, in Crystal.
With these short jackets. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Crystal's new costume. It looks so good.
Oh, yeah. Icarus is ready to go. And Sprite's like, no.
Yeah. That would have been interesting to see. Icarus versus the entire assembled Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see that.
Icarus versus Hercules.
Yeah.
But then, they start, Sprite stops and everything. And, then Sprite's like, there's something else we can do. And he's like, he basically points to Black Knight and says, I say, make him officially a Gan Johnson right now. So Griff's like, fine, and does it without asking anybody.
Yeah. So basically he shares the illness with Sersi.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, that isn't really a solution either.
Yeah, because there's supposed to be another Eternal. It's like, I don't think that.
Yeah,
mine's gonna last that long.
Right. Yeah. And plus, like, had Sersi really chosen this dude? I mean, their romance hadn't lasted that long, and she had chosen him to be the soulmate.
I don't think we've had anything official at this point.
Yeah, they just. I mean, they
maybe a kiss or two. I'm like, I don't know if
they've
consummated yet. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, maybe this is another, like we were talking about with Namor, like with the majority of the romance happens off panel. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe they were hanging out in South America by that waterfall for a while. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because I was going to say, it seems like we only been getting flirtations and stuff, but okay, you're thinking it got more wet than we saw by that waterfall.
Yeah, they're doing some romancing the stone down there.
Oh my!
Romancing the bone, as the case may be.
Hey man, those Eternals should probably know how to.
Oh yeah, they had a
partner. I mean, they're how old?
Yeah.
How much experience?
Yeah,
there. Huh?
Yeah, they had a good time down there. Yeah. Yep.
Down there. Icarus makes the bond, and then you see Dane just like yelling.
Yeah, he is pissed. Yeah, this man is not happy. He storms out, and then we go back to the Vision, which I was happy about. I was like, I want to see some more stuff with the new Vision. All right, so we finally get back to that, which made me happy.
Yeah, because Proctor kept them from phasing through that tube they kept him in, but he melted his way out.
Yeah, and beats the hell out of him. I thought, damn, this guy's more powerful than we realized. And then we get some. This is where I was like, oh god, I did some eye rolling. This stuff with Dane and Crystal.
Oh yeah,
yeah. This whole romance, this whole soap opera stuff. Dane, I don't know what to say. Pietro and I tried, but he rejected me at our last meeting. I felt responsible for hurting him. Dane, I don't know what to do. I can't handle that stuff. You know what I mean?
I know. I mean, I don't know if Dane would have been thrown caution in the wind like this. Maybe the mind melts of it affected him, even though Sersi would not approve of this. I mean, do you think the mind melt?
Obviously.
Yeah.
Maybe it was making him act. I mean, obviously, it's making him act erratically in issues following this.
Yeah, because
but you would think that he would know, like, well, I shouldn't make out with her because I have this mind meld with Sersi, and for all I know, she could be watching from her window.
Or seeing this through my eyes or something.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, man.
Oh, yeah, because everyone's watching. Sersi's watching from the window. Yeah. Anti-Vision's watching from the shadows.
Exactly. Yeah. I could have done without the soap operas and instead had the cliffhanger ending be the evil Vision, like, lurking and, like, stalking. Like, he's got this... We discover he has this fixation on Crystal. So, like, make the cliffhanger ending be about that rather than this romance, this ill-fated romance between Dane and Crystal. I just can't get into that stuff.
I mean, I get it if you think she's attractive and vice versa, but it's just like, I don't know where that's coming from. It's like, oh, I love you. It's like, really? Do you know her? Do either of you know each other? I don't know. Although Crystal is a little impetuous sometimes. So.
Well, yeah.
Because wasn't she also, once again, trying to make her marriage work? It's like, okay.
I guess she had kind of thought it was off at that point.
Yeah, because I think that we do mention X Factor 89 in one of these issues, and she's like, yeah, it's kind of like not working, but...
Yeah.
But, well, next episode, I mean, Quicksilver does show up, so...
Right. Yeah, in a big way, yeah.
All right. Should we get to the next one?
Yes. A Vision revealed.
Oh, my. All right, so Avengers 362. All right, that's probably I think that might be the best non-foil cover on it.
Yeah, look at that. The whole team gathered around. It's going to take everybody. It's going to take everybody.
We got some fill-in art team here this time because
yes.
Avengers 362, May 1993. A Vision revealed. Bob Harris still writing. Penciler Gordon Purcell. Inkers Steven Alexandrov and Fred Fredericks, and colorist Gina Going. Letterer Bill Oakley, and editor Ralph Macchio. The evil alternate Vision makes his move and seriously injures the swordsman. The Avengers battle him, and Sersi is forced to painfully subdue him. The Avengers vow to take the battle to Proctor and the Gatherers. Well, yeah, good for Sersi taking him down painfully. How do you like it?
Yeah, how do you like it, sucker?
So yeah, it opens with like Cap and Black Widow and finding some kind of like barely hit, like discernible gatherer signals, but they're like Cap like, could that be the swordsman? She's like, no, the scanner's supposed to compensate for that. But then Vision shows up for monitor duty.
Yeah, what did you think of the guest artist in this?
I mean, I liked it. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah, it's different from Steve Epting.
A little bit, yeah. And again, we got a whole new art team here. Penciler, inkers.
Inker, yeah.
I think even colorists. So yeah, we got a whole new visual team here. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, everybody still looked good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Hercules, Black Knight, and Crystal in the danger room.
Yeah, right. We've been seeing a bit of this danger room lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're fighting this
rampaging robot.
Yeah. The thing like lasers a hole in Dane's shirt. He's like, wait a minute. He's like, low level laser? This guy's totally out of control. I don't get it. The Vision will just supervise the system diagnostic this morning, not like him to miss something like
yeah. Uh-oh.
I guess he has something. On his mind, or something else on his mind.
Yeah,
on his mind.
Yeah.
See how Dane has to take it out with his sword. What to
with
find
his,
out what went wrong in the post-mortem.
His lightsaber.
Exactly.
Yeah, jams a lightsaber in it.
And of course, those two, Dane and Chris, are making goo-goo eyes at each other, and Sersi walks in.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not interrupting anything. I'm like, you damn well know what you're interrupting. You got that mind meld going. And then, of course, we got Anti-Vision sitting there with his feet up again, just evil monologuing to no one. And then the swordsman shows up and basically like, oh, yeah, I finally come to, he's basically like come to terms with, oh, you're not the Vision who betrayed me. So what's he say? I think, but he's like, can you help me go through the, more of the log to help me jog my memory and stuff? He's like, I'd be delighted. That evil grin.
Yeah. Oh, and the glint in his eye. Yeah.
What's he say? He's like, Vision, I want you to know that you're the closest thing I have to a friend here. And evil Vision's like, that's so sweet, Phil. It's like, Phil.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It stops him right in his tracks. He's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, evil Vision effed up. He's like, I can't resist. He's like, I haven't been myself lately. I'm just like you, a refugee from another timeline. Yeah, so basically tells him exactly what happened and then phases through him in that splash page.
Yeah, that's impressive. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, he leaves him on the floor there and goes upstairs. But, yeah, that energy trace they're looking for kind of disappeared because, yeah, Dane's telling Marilla, he's like, that worries me a lot. I kind of like, like his face is like half in shadow there and you see them red eyes.
Yes. That's one of my favorite parts of the whole issue, actually. I just love that. But
then, of course, creepy evil Vision phases upstairs in the Crystal's bedroom while she's sleeping.
Yeah.
Starts playing with her hair. Like, ew.
Yeah, what a creep, man. And then all of a sudden there's this seismic rumble throughout the entire mansion.
Oh, yeah, the whole house shakes. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
Well, first Marilla screams because she finds the swordsman. Then there's the rumble.
Yeah.
He's like, I know that energy signature anywhere. It was crystal. Seismic wave. Like you recognize a seismic wave.
Maybe she had really bad nightmares,
Maybe. I was going to say it's either Crystal or like Hercules is up to some stuff. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
But yeah, upstairs, yeah, Crystal must have woke up and hit the Vision with that seismic wave because there she is.
Seismic wave.
In her teddy. Yeah.
Yep.
Then she's like, one more step, all of a sudden you find into the East River, and he's like, what is it, woman too good for the plastic man?
Plastic man.
I'm beneath you because I'm less real than your precious knight. Do I disgust you? She's like, what are you talking about? And then this is where I'm getting the creepy rapist vibe, because he's like, I'm saying I'll show you just like I've showed all the others.
Yeah, ew.
Yeah.
That's nasty, right?
Uh-huh.
Ugh. Show all the others. Yeah. I can read between the lines there, yeah.
But
then we get Hercules.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We got eye candy for everybody, man. I got Teddy. Here comes Hercules, just basically
Hercules in his briefs. Yeah,
and a headband.
Yeah, briefs and a headband. That's his nightwear.
Was he sleeping in that headband?
Maybe he sweats a lot when he sleeps, you know.
Or he wasn't sleeping, but he was just, lounging around in his underwear.
Lounging, yeah.
So yeah, he smacks the Vision through the floor. Then we Captain America and Black Widow show up. There he goes, shirtless Steve Rogers.
Yes. He pulled his leggings on and his boots, and he was like, that's good enough. Natasha in her little nightie.
I know, it was like a sleep shirt. I was like, wow, okay. I'm like, they're showing some leg, but I'm like, I'm surprised they didn't like go full lingerie like they did with
right. Yeah.
But then Vision comes back because Hercules has his back turned. He phases his hand through his head.
His hand gives him that nasty attack. Yeah. Cap
throws the shield. Of course, nothing.
Yeah, Natasha's sting doesn't have any effect. They're both taken out.
An evil Vision saying, please, if you're holier than thou attitude to Captain America that made me kill you on my world.
Yeah.
And then he grabs Crystal, and then Dane shows up.
He threatens to phase his fingers through her neck.
Yeah, stop all the flow to her brain.
Yeah.
Then Dane jumps on him. You're a good gatherer, real good. Too bad I don't frighten easily. Then Vision phases and Crystal fall through him.
Yeah.
But he tells, then he says, oh, I saw the whole thing last night,
Yeah.
Outside, yeah.
But before he can say another word, here comes Sersi.
Yep, and blasts him and transmutes him into something.
I believe I owe you, android, because you have been a very, very naughty boy. And she blasts him. I love that.
Yep.
That was my favorite part.
And she's like, hope no one's. She's like, I trust no one's upset at me. Don't worry, I can return our assailant to normal upon request because made him stone or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Or plaster or something like that. Yeah.
But Dane's like, that's fantastic. Now we have a hostage. Now we have a clue. Now we can bring this battle right to the Gatherers. Again, doesn't it seem like he's like trying to be the leader here all of a sudden?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's basically like, yeah, come on, guys, let's go.
Yeah. I'm the new leader now, right? Yeah, it's kind of strange. He just kind of takes over like that. But for the purpose of this story, we'll overlook it, I guess.
All right, but yeah, I mean, so what you think? The story was good. Again, fill-in art, but still good. I mean, good.
Yeah, I was impressed with the art. I forgot actually that this was a fill-in, but it makes sense with the large issues we've gotten here. Yeah, and I love the story. Yeah, it just keeps moving at a really good pace. Nothing ever feels slow or overly drawn out. It seems like everything's going at a really good pace. I'm really happy with it.
But yeah, the fill-in does make sense because 360, the next one 363, and I think it's 366, maybe all the extra size issues. So,
yeah,
giving poor Steve Epting a chance to catch up.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
but no, I was impressed that the fill-in art was good because again, 90s sometimes that fill-in art that could go wrong, but it didn't.
Yeah, that was right. That was a mixed bag in the 90s. You never really know what you were going to get. Yeah, like you said. And, yeah, I was happy we got some good stuff here.
God, look at some of those early issues of Fantastic Four Unlimited, kids.
Oh, yeah. And there was a spin-off of Avengers, too, that we should do on the show sometime called Avengers Unplugged.
Oh, yeah.
And that also had some pretty unmemorable artwork in it, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if they did something like that for Fantastic Four. Was that like the 99-cent ones?
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes they did some of those as flip books. Like you could get two back to back. Yeah. And sometimes they sell them separately. Yeah.
Right. They were trying all kinds of stuff in the late 90s.
Mm-hmm. All right. So should we get to the last one?
Yes.
All right, kids. Now for your other foil cover of the night.
Yeah. The silver edition.
Yes. I mean, that other one was good, but this out of the two, I think this one's my favorite.
Yeah, this is definitely, look at that. Yeah.
All right. Avengers 363 from June 1993, A Gathering of Hate. Writer Bob Harris, Steve Epting is back as penciler, Tom Palmer is back as inker and colorist, Bill Oakley letterer, Ralph Macchio editor, so the team's back.
Yep.
The Avengers, along with the captured alternate vision, make their way to the Gatherers' base of operation in the Andes mountain range. They confront Proctor, only to have him destroy the alternate vision in Vision's original body.
Yeah.
The Black Knight, influenced by his mind link with Sersi, attacks Cap but is subdued before anyone is hurt. Proctor blames the destruction of the parallel Earths on Sersi. Magdalene learns that Proctor planned to kill the swordsman and decides to help the Avengers take on Proctor. Unfortunately, Proctor escapes as his base of operations explodes. Meanwhile, Sersi seems to kill a couple of police detectives investigating her about a string of recent murders and dump them in the river, which we'll get more into next episode. Oh, and a lot of people got misnamed in this issue because we got a quick shot of guess who's going to be joining the team here from the Shi'ar Empire. That's right. It says, but that whole scene, Lalandra's aide is named Arok, but is most likely one of the many Arrakis. They spelled it Aroke, but it's probably supposed to be Arakis.
Mm-hmm.
And Bill Foster was also referred to as Dr. Forster.
Oh, Forster. Oops.
F-O-R-S. Yes, Forster.
Oops.
This is the thing I saw the note I thought would interest you. While the Anti-Vision and Tabla will next appear in the Vision miniseries, the remaining Gatherers, Sloth and Cassandra, do not appear again after this issue.
Oh,
which I guess I'm like, oh yeah, because
actually, you know what?
Because I read the stuff for next episode. Yeah, they're not there, so it's like, yeah, this is like the last time. So Sloth and Cassandra could be anywhere.
For some reason, I thought that they showed up in the end, but no, that was a whole new team of Gatherers.
Yeah, there's new Gatherers show up. Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh my God, that's funny. So Cassandra and Sloth could be dead, like they could be out there wandering around in the.
Yeah, because their universes are destroyed anyway, right? So they can't.
Yeah. And they have no means to go back to any other alternate reality. Like all that stuff's gone.
Although something happens at the end of what we're covering next time, which I wonder would sweep them somewhere. I don't know, but I mean, that might be a big dangling 30-year-old thread that someone could pick up on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I'm looking at her little entry here. Yeah, she fought alongside the Gatherers during their confrontations with the Avengers. Her current whereabouts and fate after the last battle remain unrevealed.
Same thing with Sloth.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's so funny. Yeah, no, you're right. There was a totally new team of Gatherers for the next story.
Yep.
That he assembled from somewhere. Yeah, wow, that's funny.
And again, like Magdalene will go on to like join the Swordsmen on the Avengers, but yeah, these two, it's like where'd they go?
Yeah, I don't
know. That's weird.
Wow, it's funny.
Yeah, that kind of bugs me sometimes. Well, I guess it's like, different writers and different time marches on, and then it's like everyone kind of forgets about dangling plot threads and stuff.
Right. Yeah. And when writers change from year to year, like they have their own stories and then there's crossovers to consider, which take up considerable amounts of issues.
Which I was surprised. I was like, you would think they would have put them in the last part, which we're doing next time, but yeah, they're not even there. Even it was just like cannon fodder or something.
Yeah.
Give them some kind of definitive ending.
Right.
Oh yeah, then we get that kind of sword almost splash page. Yeah.
I love that with all the armor. and Natasha rocking that big old gun.
That 90s gun, yeah.
90s gun.
Natasha not
I love
leg,
that.
Natasha not skipping leg day.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're wearing those psionic helmets that stop like Cassandra's attacks.
Yeah. And then she takes that gun and blasts Cassandra with it. Madam, I believe I owe you one.
And then Sloth gets all upset. He starts ripping stuff up, throw it at him. But then Hercules tackles him
and hurls him out of the building.
Yeah,
they go falling down into the ravine below and start duking it out down there.
Yeah, throws him from a great height and then just starts punching him.
Yeah,
he's like, "This is for Cool Tiger and Marissa Darrow."
Yes, avenging the dead.
I'm like, he's going Sergeant Slaughter on him.
This is for me.
This is for the US of A. And this is for the 616.
And this is for me.
Oh, we need to do that one day. You, me, and Russell, maybe just do it episode on that movie. Even if, oh God, can you imagine doing a live watch of that?
Oh, I would love that. Do it on like that hero thing, like we did for
yes.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm totally in.
Oh yeah, maybe or sometime next year we got to do
Energon Universe special. I can see it.
Oh yeah,
totally. Yeah.
Oh, I want it now.
And that intro song. Yeah. Oh man, good stuff.
Oh, and then Black Knight duking it out with Magdalene.
Yeah, having quite a duel, and the Black Knight has made some modifications to his lightsaber so that he can match the energy modulation of Magdalene's power lance.
Yeah, because she's like, "This ain't possible." They're like, yeah, sure it is.
Sure it is. With science, anything is possible.
Exactly. But then there's a big explosion, and Proctor comes in.
Yep, backed up by the Vision and Tabula.
I never noticed that before. Why is his belt pointing to his junk? I mean, spoilers. There's no V in his name, kid. So why V pointing at his junk?
I don't know. My eyes are up here.
Oh. Watch how you sit down, kid. But yeah, then back to mansion. Hank Pym and Dr. Foster are
Dr. Forster.
There's an almost naked swordsman for you, kid.
Yes. Oh man, some good eye candy for your pal the owl in this issue. Yep.
Then Sersi walks in, and I love she's
Help
like,
me,
I know.
Hank.
Yeah, she's like, I know you're here to examine me to see if I'm insane, and he's like, no. He's like, everyone is concerned about you, and he's like, if you need to talk, he's like, I've gone through some pretty difficult times myself.
Yeah, you think? Yeah, we've only scratched the surface on this show about the trials and tribulations of Dr. Hank Pym.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's we only did the early appearances. Yeah, we got to do,
Yeah. We talked about some of the West Coast Avengers stuff. We covered. He was in that, but we haven't covered any of the Yellow Jacket stuff or any of
the slap heard around the world.
Didn't you and Lilith talk about that at one point?
We were talking about doing we were talking about doing a one-off. Either that or me and Heave Heaven Water doing an episode of Talk to the Hand, the Hank Pym podcast.
Talk to
I don't know. We might have to do a month of just like, that's dark Avengers moments like that. Avengers 200 with the whole Carol Danvers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, yeah.
God, that would be like another April Fool's. The joke's on us.
Yeah. The death of the original swordsman?
Oh, yeah, we have to do that, yeah.
That was a pretty dark moment.
How the whole, I mean, it doesn't have to be a dark thing, just do that. Wasn't that around the whole Celestial Madonna thing?
That was like the end of that. Yeah.
Marriage of the Vision and the Scarlet Witch. Yeah, there's a
Yeah, we should cover that one sometime on the show, the Celestial Madonna stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
But yeah, then there's a visitors at the door, and it's the two detectives, which
Yeah, this doesn't go well.
mm-mm.
No.
And then, like I said, we see the whole Shi'ar thing where Lilandra sends
Mm.
an emissary to Earth.
Yep.
Mm-mm. But yeah, Proctor, we see Proctor's not too happy with the evil Vision, so he melts him down in Vision's original body.
Yeah. I was surprised by that. I thought, I can understand him being pissed that he led the Avengers to the base.
Mm-hmm.
But, just, reprimand him a little bit. Like, I thought that he would at least find the Vision to be useful in some capacity.
Yeah, but I mean, I think Proctor's going nuts here too, because he was a
True.
Jocelyn too, yeah. And then what happens when a Sersi leaves you? You have a mind meld with Sersi, and she leaves you.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But yeah, first he seems to melt down and like melt him in the middle there. Then when he's like, I got the swords, but he blasts his head off.
Yeah. But apparently Magdalene didn't hear that because she still lashes out at the Avengers.
Yeah, Dane kind of kicks her, but then Proctor picks up Dane and he's like, "Your eyes."
He knows what's happened. Uh-oh.
Curse her to Hades. Sersi has melted with you. And Black Knight's like, "What do you know about it?" And then Vision's like, "Proctor claims to be our fellow Avengers' husband. I am her first love, her only soul.
I am her first love.
And thus I know with every fiber of my being that she must die."
Yes.
I know what I see. I've seen this act played out many, many times before, and I've seen enough death of worlds. I tell you, she must be killed. So yes, his claim here is all these alternate realities are dying because of Sersi's.
Yeah.
Plural.
Which, an interesting claim, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if it turns out to be true.
But yeah. Black Knight says, the Avengers are not in the business of murdering people. He goes, really? Shall I remind you of the Supreme Intelligence or even poor Anscar on Polymarchus?
Yeah.
So he throws Black Knight away, and Cap basically says, it was foolish to attack him alone. You know better. Dan's like, Cap, get out of my face.
Yeah, he lashes out at him.
So
which, if it hadn't been Cap, that probably would have knocked him out.
Maybe. I mean, at least he is wearing that psionic helmet thing, though, too.
Yeah, true.
But, because Cap's like, I don't want to hurt you, but I will if I have to.
We start duking it out for 2 whole pages. I thought, wow, this also escalated quickly.
Yes.
But it's because of the Gan-Josin bond. It makes him a little erratic.
Because then Black Widow has to sting him from behind.
Yeah.
And he's like...
Sorry, Dane.
Yeah, he comes out of me. He's like, I'm sorry, man. Don't know what came over me. Just saw red. And Proctor's like, thus the madness spreads. This is but the briefest taste of what is to come.
Yes, I've seen it before, and I'll see it again.
Yeah,
beware, Dane Whitman. She is far, far gone. To meld with one such as she is a most dangerous thing. And then this part's really cool. What happens next? I remember being really surprised about this.
Yeah.
I read this.
But yeah, he said, here's my proof. He's the sole survivor of his timeline and my link to all realities. As we see coming out of the floor, yes. His name is Oot, a watcher of a parallel universe. Yes. UTE. Yeah.
Yep. A different watcher. Yeah. Oot.
But yeah, Proctor says, I found him there amidst the rack and ruin, broken in body, his alien brain deeply damaged.
Yeah.
And yet he lived, and I marveled at the hardiness of his race. So yeah,
sole survivor. Yeah.
And they keep saying, this, I guess the 616 is the prime reality. Or, if this one goes down, they all die.
Which is silly. I think that's foolish, but we'll let that slide.
I guess we're not calling it 616 yet, but I'm just like, is this really?
Yeah, I don't think they had established that yet, but it was soon to follow. But Proctor then proclaims, Sersi destroyed that world Avengers in that timeline and in others as well. As she will in this, the prime reality. It is inevitable. It is destiny.
Yes, because she's like... all these realities mirror this one.
Yeah. But then we have another guest.
Oh, Watu shows up. Yes.
Yes.
Our realities watcher. Yeah.
He says, "You are proof of that, Josin Proctor." When Proctor says, "No being should have such power," that's when Uatu says, "You are proof of that." And he looks at, I love the part where he looks at Oot and kind of, there's something about, he looks at him with a profound grief. Like he's viewing an alternate reality version of himself and feeling sorrow about it, of the state of him. I liked that.
And then Magdalene's about to switch sides here. She
yes.
Thought about it. Yeah. Proctor wanted Swordsman dead.
She says, "You piece of filth," and she lashes out at him.
Because he's like, "Oh, I needed to have you because you're the only one who's made me forget Sersi after all this time and stuff."
Yeah.
But then Proctor seems to take control of Dane and make Dane stab him right in the chest.
Yeah, I didn't understand this at first. I thought, what's that about?
I know, because, spoilers, kids will be back, so he disappear, so I don't know if he needed to, to get him a new body or something. I don't know, but...
I don't know.
There's Cassandra.
Oh, that makes it doubly funny here. Yeah, Proctor, no, don't leave us. And then we never see her again.
Exactly.
Oh, my word.
Exactly. I mean, the base blows up.
I wonder if she and Sloth are dead. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, again, I guess they don't call out either way, but yeah, maybe, because the base blows up and because the Avengers the Avengers and Magdalene they show them all running for the window to jump out, but
for the window, yeah. And spoilers. I mean, we see them again, but
yeah. So
everybody else, yeah. Oh, wow. I don't know.
So I guess someone could bring them back, but I guess we can assume they're dead since we haven't seen them in 30 years. Either way,
or story for another time. Yeah.
Oh God! And then that end where it's
I love this.
Foster come in and it's like, who was at the door? Oh, that was nothing. Sersi, I told you I was ready for dinner.
Service, we're ready for dinner. And then at the bottom of the harbor, those two FBI agents.
Yeah, they've been turned to stone or something.
Turned to stone.
Especially and the one's like, oh.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that was great.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get some more excellent pinups in the back of this issue.
Vision and Proctor.
Yeah. Vision versus Proctor. We get one of Blood Wraith from the annual, which we should cover at some point.
Yes, definitely.
That Blood Wraith annual is stellar.
Exactly.
It's gold.
The Gatherers, so
Gatherers
in America. So technically, let's call it that. This must be the final appearance of Cassandra. And
yeah, right. Yeah,
and the Sersi that you see on the middle of the screen there. Yes.
Yeah. And then the Anachronauts.
I love it. What the shock are you waiting for? May we get our unlimited series already?
I actually wanted to see that. I was one of the probably 3 people that wanted to see the Anachronauts limited series.
It was probably a busy time because all the X-Men were, I think, taken on the miniseries. Yeah,
right. Yeah.
Well, and some of Avengers, Vision got a miniseries, and
that's true. They did little brief one-offs like that.
Yeah, I don't think new people had a chance because all these established characters were getting miniseries.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and then that.
I love that one.
Yeah,
that's also gold right there. That pinup. All of the Avengers versus all of the Gatherers.
I love Cap on the other side of the room whipping his shield and bouncing it off the floor into Proctor's head.
Yes. Yeah, it gives me major George Perich vibes, this whole layout where there's so much going on. I love it. Yeah.
Because who's to say Art Nichols and Colazzo Candelario? So
Hector Colazzo and Harry Candelario. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great one. I love that.
I love how they put the even on the Marvel app they put the letters pages in there. Next, enter Deathcry. All right. So, any other thoughts?
No, I loved all of these. Yeah, I thought these were great. Great action, great character stuff,
and
also made me want to keep reading and find out what happens next.
Oh yeah, I remember this annoying crap from the 90s when they put a background on your letters page.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this
Sometimes
one's not too bad, but I know like the Daredevil one, they do like dark and then they have red.
Oh, yeah.
I keep reading it.
How are you supposed to read those letters? Yeah.
All right. So yes, kids, next time we're going to wrap up the whole We're going to wrap up December and the year and the whole Gatherers Saga. The whole Gatherers Saga. So
Yeah. Oh, is it the next episode or is it the one after?
no, we got one more episode of the Gatherers.
Oh, okay.
We're parts.
I thought there were two more. Wow.
No.
That wrapped up quick.
Yeah, the only thing we got left is Avengers 372 through 375.
That's right. Wow.
Yeah.
Because we skip ahead a little bit, right?
Because we ended 363 here, and then we don't pick up till 372.
What was that story?
What?
The in between 363 and 370.
I think we had some crossover. Wasn't that Avengers X-Men thing in there somewhere?
Maybe.
We had a few things in there, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. And again, like the next issue or two, we get like Death Cry coming in and
some new characters.
I mean, I think in some of the issues, things keep progressing, but we really don't get a lot of we don't get gatherers.
Right.
So, but yeah, only one more issue for this and one more episode for the rest of the year. So,
yeah.
So yeah, Avengers 372 through 375. And I was going to say, I guess we can crack this open. We'll get to our schedule for next year, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do your homework, because again, on many of the shows, we're doing John Byrne January.
Love it.
So prepare yourselves, kids. Many of the shows are doing John Byrne January.
I wonder if my wrist is ready for that.
That's right. Yeah. So for the first episode of Marvel Tales in January, we're going to cover Avengers West Coast 50 through 52.
Yeah.
56 and 57. Yes. Going to skip over Acts of Vengeance there, but yes.
Yeah. Some good stuff ahead. The return of the original Human Torch.
Exactly. And then, okay, kids. So things are going to shift a little next year. So,
we should let them know about the adjusted schedule.
Yeah, because you're only going to get 2 other episodes of Marvel Tales in January. Both of our Fantastic Four arcs from John Byrne, of course. Fantastic Four 242 through 244, and Fantastic Four 261 through 263. So I believe that's is that where Reed saves Galactus, and then the Trial of Galactus.
Yeah, I believe so.
Richards, yeah.
But
yeah, only 3 Marvel Tales in January, but that's because, kids, you're going to get 2 X-Men classics.
That's right. By popular demand, we're upping the content on X-Men classics.
Yes. So basically, you're going to be getting the same amount of episodes, but yeah, an extra X-Men in there. And again, there's depending on crossovers and what we're doing, some months it may be very X-Men heavy, some months might be very Marvel Tales heavy, but you're pretty much getting the same amount of episodes. It's just how we break them down.
Right.
But on the X-Men classics, we'll throw that in here because it is John Byrne January. Uncanny X-Men 125 through 128, which was the Proteus saga.
Yeah.
Justin pick, yes. Yep. And also, of course, we had to do it eventually. Uncanny X-Men 141 and 142, Days of Future Past.
Yes, the classic. We did have to cover that. It was time.
Especially since we did Days of Future Present. We had
right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And again, is that the last John Byrne thing on X-Men in that era?
I feel like it was. Yeah, if it wasn't the end, it was very close to it.
Yeah. All right. So send us your thoughts on that. Send us your thoughts on the end of the Gatherers Saga. You can send your thoughts on the stuff we've covered so far for the Gatherers. Yeah, we'll read them next time.
Yeah, definitely. Send in all your feedback. We'll read it all.
All right. So send us your. Get some help if I had the visual aids going. But send us your thoughts again. And you don't have to hear from us. We love feedback. I know Will and I have been getting regular feedback on Sector 2814 from a new fan, Tyler Ferguson. So thank you.
I've noticed some of his comments on some of our stuff too.
Yeah, he'll do comments on the YouTube videos. He'll send me
I love that.
feedback on stuff we're doing for Green Lantern. So we need people to pick up the slack since I know Ray dropped it a while ago. Too busy playing with his deck. Come on, Ray. You got one hand free. Come on. And kids, you can send audio feedback, so you don't even need your hands.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh yes, and again, kids, yes, the monthly slot with Scarlet Spider and others. If you haven't heard, will be filled. Ray and I will be back and joined by new co-host Justin the Owl.
That's right. I'm very excited about this.
We're mixing it up.
Joining the Spider Cast.
Doing some Scarlet Spider, doing some Spider-Man 2099. Might do some Peter David X Factor in that slot.
Yeah, Ray's going to join us on X-Men Classics for a bit.
We're all fans of that.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, just send us your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes Lunatics episodes, social media, merchandise. Get your brand new Capes Lunatics merch, the classic Capes Lunatics merch. And again, deadlier than an insane Eternal. A little hellfire to me. It's straight random money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
Don't make us dance on the pole out here. Never know we're going to get turned to stone and dropped into the harbor.
So she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
Or mind melted, something.
Yeah.
And of course, the Patreon, where Lilith and I give you something exclusive and completely uncensored every month. And if you are a subscriber, like our friend Justin here,
join me in the Patreon Elite.
Can suggest
all the good stuff
for discussion. Yes. Again, you always have access to all the back catalog, and I believe, yes, another Justin idea is going to come to fruition here next year, as Lil said. Oh, maybe that is a good idea. Maybe we should do the best superhero non-Marvel and DC movies. So,
oh, nice. Oh, cool. Okay.
The Queen did latch onto that idea, so yes, I think that's coming.
Cool. I love that.
All right. So yes, subscribe to the Patreon at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics, and you can find everything at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
All right. Now for this Justin the Owl. We already told you he's going to be joining me and Ray on a monthly basis. You can find him here every week on Marvel Tales. Every episode of X-Men Classics, which now should be at least twice a month. I hit it too soon. That's what you're doing. But yeah, no. You can find him at least once a month over on Capes Lunatics Sidekicks on We Are the Night.
the Batman podcast. And Ezreal.
Yes, and he will be making frequent appearances on Electric Mullet, the Superman podcast.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for him. He'll be appearing 2 of the 3 episodes in January.
Yes. The Day of the Krypton Man.
Yeah. All right. And again, you never know. It's going to be specials and whatever else. You'll never know where the owl's going to pop up.
That's right. I'm all over the place.
All right. So, but that is not all of the shows this man does, just the ones here. So, right. Justin, tell them where else they can find you on these shows.
These other shows you can find me on every month. Gamma Charge with Russell, where we discuss the Hulk or the She-Hulk. And we also have a Patreon, so do check that out, where we're covering one of DC's versions of the Hulk on certain paying tiers for our bonus shows. And over on Predator and Prey, I am joined by the High Priest of Khonshu, Ray, and Sparky to discuss some classic Predator comics from Dark Horse from the early 90s. And over on my solo show, The Lost Library of Legends, which is about undiscovered comic book gems from the past few decades, I'm very excited to announce that I will be doing a multiple-part retrospective on an Ultraverse title.
We're going back to the 90s here, bitch. Oh, that's
This man loves the 90s. Well, most of the 90s comics, kids.
Most of it. A good chunk of it.
No.
A good chunk of it. I can do without the ponytails and the long hair, but
Mullets, yeah.
mullets, like, yeah.
One way.
And all those stupid 6-foot-long ponytails. I just couldn't understand that.
Oh. All right. Thanks for joining us, kids. Next episode, we wrap up the Gatherers Saga.
That's right.
And we wrap up 2024 at Marvel Tales.
The epic conclusion.
Yes. We're going to go out with a bang.
Yep.
And
Another
remember,
special cover.
Keep send some thoughts in. And again, prepare yourselves for John Byrne January.
Yes.